a rhythm, almost like a haunted serenade. That was the enhanced sound of a male spider in Australia, plucking a hypnotizing song on the silk threads of a female's web. Music too fine for our ears, but they were captured with lasers, and I can hear them here. Our world is vibrating with hidden melodies and unheard symphonies. For nearly 2 decades, I've lived in the world of sound as a DJ. But here's my secret. DJing at its best isn't about dictating the music, it's about allowing it. It's about listening deeply. It's like being a prism, not creating light, but refracting it, revealing the spectrum that's already there. A good DJ senses the room's energy, the subtle frequencies, and enhances the atmosphere that exists, creating a kaleidoscope of sonic colors which doesn't invent the moment, but reveals it. This way of listening, seeking the hidden pulse, the underlying rhythm, led me beyond nightclubs and even human music. I think maybe it started when I was growing up in Honduras, surrounded by the rainforest's constant vibrant chorus, the sound of ocean waves, jungle creatures, a sense that the world sings in languages we've forgotten how to hear. Tonight, let's tune in together. Let's explore the wonder and mystery of non-human music. So, what is music? Is it just organized sound or something else? We'll explore artistry, culture, maybe even love songs echoing from animals, and the astonishing quiet awareness of plants. Now, there's always a risk of anthropomorphism in this kind of work, projecting our human qualities onto others, but this isn't about forcing nature into our boxes. It's about expanding our understanding, opening our ears to possibilities beyond our own experience. What happens when we listen like a prism, revealing the music already playing? So let's explore the animal kingdom, listening for more than just function. Everybody knows that animals use sound for survival, but I'm talking about something else. I'm talking about music. High in the Himalayas, snow leopards, which are normally mostly silent, create haunting duets, complex, resonant songs shared between partners. There seems to be no evolutionary reason to be calling out to each other once they are together. So is this instinct or something more? A shared ritual, an emergent culture expressed in sound. In the ocean, we are seeing semblances of a concert hall. Humpback whales gather in specific underwater spots, natural amphitheaters, to sing. And these aren't fixed calls, they're complex, evolving songs. They're hit singles that literally travel across the entire ocean, and they're learned and adapted by whale communities thousands of miles apart. This is a living musical tradition, a culture millions of years old, far older than our own species, and understanding these underwater soundscapes is vital. The rich sonic tapestry of a healthy coral reef is a sign of life. Scientists are learning that restoring this soundscape, just playing the sounds of a thriving reef, might even help bring damaged reefs back, coaxing new life to settle there. Listening to the ocean's music could be the key to healing it. Also consider the wandering albatross, a master navigator. How does it find its way across vast oceans? It's now thought that it might be listening to the deep infrasonic hum of the planet itself, the ultra-low frequency sound waves of waves crashing against distant coastlines. This is a planetary scale acoustic map, sheet music created by the beach, guiding them across the entire sea. They literally follow the voice of the sea. And the walrus, well, these blubber boys compose and perform unique love songs for their partners. They really know how to treat a lady. And these love songs can last over 60 hours. A 60-hour serenade. When's the last time you did something like that for your special someone? To me, that sounds like devotion expressed in sound. How we listen reflects how we relate. Western music often emphasizes notation, a powerful system, but it's just one way that turns music into an object rather than something to participate in. Contrast this with the ancient Maya, my homeland in Honduras, where music wasn't separate, but woven into ritual and cosmology, played on instruments born of the earth, clay, wood, seashells. Their worldview often saw harmony with nature, not apart from it, even with using different musical scales reflecting a unique sonic logic. Recognizing diverse musical perspectives opens our ears to diverse ways of being in the world. I know these examples challenge us, because they suggest that music, structured sound, culturally transmitted, perhaps even carrying emotional weight, isn't exclusive to humans. It hints at something deeper. This mystery of non-human music points to what I consider to be the deepest mystery of all, which is the mystery of consciousness itself. So what is consciousness? Not complex thought, but felt experience, the simple, raw feeling of being alive. Is this feeling something that switches on only in complex brains? Or could it be more fundamental, more like gravity, not produced by matter, but a basic property of the universe? Perhaps consciousness, felt experience, is woven into reality itself, present in varying degrees everywhere. Maybe even the cosmos sings its own quiet song. New techniques let us hear the subtle sounds of the aurora borealis, as well as distant cosmic phenomena like supernova. Could there be an ambient, felt sense accompanying this cosmic music, echoing ancient ideas of the music of the spheres? If consciousness is fundamental, maybe the sounds of creatures offer us clues as to this mystery. Simple sounds might reflect basic awareness, but music, complex songs, the duets, the cultural transmission, this could indicate a richer vein of consciousness, a more intense feeling of being alive, expressed through sound. We may never know for sure because consciousness is only something that you can experience from the inside, but listening for the music invites us to consider the inner lives of others more deeply. This deeper listening extends even to the artificial intelligences we are now creating, and our long history with animals, both as partners and as tools, cautions us against seeing these new beings solely as instruments to control. And what about the seemingly quiet kingdom of the plants? We see them as passive scenery, but consider the bean's flytrap. To snap shut, it needs 2 touches within 20 seconds. So it remembers the first touch. And this is a rudimentary form of memory, sure, but memory is something we strongly link to a sense of self, to awareness. And speaking of these flytraps, tonight we have them here as part of this living orchestra. So on this table, we have representing billions of years of green evolution, and graciously brought here us by Dan Ruffing of the Cape Greenhouse and Botany Club. We have ancient clubhouse, which are relatives of the first plants on Earth, a kangaroo fern that has spores, a majestic Norfolk Island pine, which is like a living fossil, an air plant which lives off light, the beautiful coffee tree, you can see the little red fruits there, and a climbing arrowhead vine. And we also have a shimmering begonia, and that big boy right there is a corpse flower. It's about 7 years away from flowering. And we also have a miniature bog, an entire ecosystem of floating ferns and carnivorous plants like the Venus flytrap, which thrive in acidic, nutrient-poor waters where other plants would die. They can sense their world, they can communicate chemically, and they respond electrically. They even make sounds, tiny ultrasonic clicks as water moves through them. And tonight they will make music. Translating plant biosignals into sound is not new, but tonight I'm approaching it a bit differently as a DJ set, listening and responding to the plant's own rhythms, revealing their hidden sonic worlds as they select from thousands of audio samples and software instruments, which will be woven together by me in what I hope is an interesting composition that has never been created before, but no one really knows. It always sounds weird, and I still think it's pretty cool. You'll notice that they respond to my physical touch, and that will trigger audio, because like them, I also have bioelectricity running through me, and eventually their synchronicity will be strong enough to even reveal drum patterns. If consciousness is fundamental, like a field permeating the universe, then perhaps everything participates in it and reflects it. It's like the Hindu idea of Vishnu projecting the universe on a cosmic lotus. Perhaps awareness blossoms everywhere. You can think of a disco ball. It doesn't create light, but it catches the light that's already in the room, and it scatters it, making it dance. Could life be something like that? Could these plants, these animals, you and me, could we all be catching and reflecting the fundamental light of consciousness in our own unique ways? Are the lights on everywhere, just waiting for us to notice? So from the spider's serenade to the whale's ancient oceanic culture, from the albatross navigating the planet's hum to the memory of a flytrap, we've tuned into the universe, brimming with unheard music and profound mystery. This journey isn't just about amazing sounds, it's an invitation to listen differently. To listen like a prism, revealing the beauty that's already present. To approach the world not with the urge to control, but with the curiosity to understand. As St. Francis suggested, perhaps we must first always seek to understand before seeking to be understood. What happens when we truly listen? When we acknowledge the potential for music, for felt experience, for consciousness beyond ourselves? It asks for humility, and it asks for respect. For embracing the magnificent mystery we are all a part of. Maybe the greatest gift we can give the world and ourselves is simply to listen, to tune into the symphony and realize we are already a part of it. Sometimes the most profound way to connect is to let the music reveal itself. So let's listen now together to the mysterious music of the green world.